Hello, everybody. Is anyone out there yet? Drop me a comment. Let me know you're here. Got a couple minutes, so I'm just going to hang out for a few minutes. Let everyone join. Another minute or so. Thanks for all that have joined. Okay, it's just about time to get started. My name is Tammy, and my website is stampwithtammy.com, as you can see on the video. I go live every other Thursday. I'd like to do it more, but that's all the time I can do right now. It's hard to come up with so many ideas. But anyway, today's idea is one I learned on stage, and it's called a one-sheet wonder. We're going to be using these basic white note cards and envelopes. There are 20 in there, and it's only $10, so that's a pretty good deal. 50 cents a piece. This is I hope you guys can see this. It's just a piece of vellum, and they printed this pattern out for us. I've drawn it onto a piece that has measurements, so you can see that as well. But I'll explain how to cut it in just a second. So these are the 4 cards we're going to make, although I am going to use a different. This is the Beautiful Gallery 6x6 paper, and I'm going to use a different pattern just to show you guys. And if you place an order between now and Monday at midnight, you will get the 4 cards, and I can't guarantee you which piece of designer series paper you'll get, but it will be pretty. And then we're also using this new, you can't get this yet, it's available May 4th or 5th, I can't remember. It's called Phrases and Frames, and it comes with some of the new impressions dies. It's very, very pretty. I really like it because it has pairs of phrases that can, that can go on the front of the card and the inside of the card. You guys know me, I don't really stamp the inside of my card very often, but I'm going to try now. So anyway, that's what we're going to use. So let's get started. I've got my paper cutter out. Oop, and it's backwards. I think it's cool how we all cut differently. Okay, so the trick to cutting something like this is you want to look for a line that goes all the way through from edge to edge. So this particular one is at 3 inches. So we're basically going to cut the cardstock in half. Okay, so we're just going to put it in here. This is pretty non-directional, so I'm just going to put it in. It doesn't really matter. This works best with non-directional, I think. Okay, so now I have 2 pieces that are 3x6. So we're going to work on this side. And so we have this. So again, you want to look for a line that goes all the way through, which would be this one. And it happens to be at 2.5 inches from the top. If you tried to cut this, you would have to stop there and then cut. So it's much easier to just put this in and cut at 2.5 inches. Okay, just like that. And now we have this piece. This is 1 inch from the right-hand side, and so I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to actually measure on the right-hand side of my cutter this time. Okay, so I have this side all cut, so now I want to cut this side. Again, look for a line that goes all the way through. Now there's 2 here, so you could cut it here and here. This is 1.5, this is 3. I'm going to make it easy on myself and just cut the 3. And I'm going to set this one aside. Now this one is for the top corner. And basically you're going to cut it 1 1/2 and 1 1/2. We're just going to make 4 little squares. So 1 1/2, flip it. And there are endless possibilities with these one sheet wonders. You can do it however you want, whatever you think looks good. Okay, so this is probably the most complicated one. This one is going to go here. And so this is from the corner down to 1 1/2 inches. Okay, so we can just, I'm just going to take a little pencil. Well, let's see, I better do it on this side. And just helps if you have the lead out of your pencil. Just like that. So I'm going to line that up right about there, and then just line it with the corner right here. Okay, and if it's not exact, it's not a big deal. Okay, so there's those pieces. So that's all the cutting we have to do. And let me show you. Oh, I just dumped it all off. That's about right. So this is how we have all the pieces cut. Okay. Super easy so far, right? So there you have it. Okay, so I'm just going to lay these aside, or set these off to the side a little. And now I'm going to prep my note cards and envelopes. So I have 4 envelopes, not doing anything to those today. I'm going to use my bone folder. These are already creased for you, which is super convenient. You don't have to do that. That takes one step away from creating cards. I usually use these note cards and envelopes to make gifts. Because there are 20 in there, you can do like a set of 5 note cards for someone. And it's a great little gift for someone, you know, that likes to send cards. My granny, when she was still alive, she used to love to send cards. She was from Texas, and she moved out here because of her health so that I could take care of her. And she loved to send cards to her sisters back in Texas. And so I made her little note cards all the time because she didn't need to write a lot. Okay, so here we have it. So we're going to start with, we're going to use these 2 from the bottom left corner. And we are literally just going to, in order to make sure they're kind of spaced across your card correctly, I just lay the one that's not glued. Oop, can you guys see? Just like that. And then just like that. So there's your first little layout. Again, you guys can do this any way you want. Okay, for the bottom right corner, I'm going to just put some adhesive on here. How's the weather where you are? It's pretty warm today here in Albuquerque. It's going to be 80, I think. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do to that one. And then this happens to be my favorite layout. I love when you have 4 little squares. I use that a lot in just every day. Okay, again, I'm going to lay this up here so that I can kind of center it. And then just work off that one. Turn it this way so I can make sure I have it lined up. Just, whoa, sorry about that. Almost threw my Stampin' Seal across the room. Okay, there's the 3rd one. Now the 4th one, this one was kind of weird for me. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. So I just kind of made something up. So I'm just going to center this across. And then I'm going to flip the little corner. I'm going to flip it over like this. And then just put it right here. All right, so all the paper's done. So here we have it all. And let me get all this out of the way. I'll post a picture of the pattern so you guys can look at that. Now we're going to stamp. We're going to use Secret C. I find that most of the patterns oh, here it is. I lost my little thingy. Okay. I'm going to open this so that I want to use the Sending You Hugs, except it goes this way. Okay, just ink it up. Just like that. Okay, so I need Have a Fabulous Day for this one. And then another one, I'm going to use the Thinking of You. And I'm just going to punch these out with, I have everything buried on the side here. You guys think I'm organized, but I'm really not. So this is the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And I'm just going to punch it out. Just be careful that it doesn't fly into your stamp pad. Ask me how I know. All right, so there, I'm going to do that. And then I had some dimensionals, but of course they're gone because I can't find anything. So luckily I have plenty. So my Have a Fabulous Day, I'm just going to pop up on some dimensionals. This is going to be a fast Facebook Live because you can make 4 cards so quickly. Okay, and that goes right in the middle there. And then let's see, this one, we're actually going to use the Have a Fabulous Day again. Hey, Anne, is it 70s already? It's crazy, isn't it? There's Have a Fabulous Day. And then this one, we're going to use the other circle and more dimensionals. The One Sheet Wonder template, and they actually gave it to us at Onstage. They had it posted on a display board, and then they included it in one of our little packets. It's very, very nice to have. And it would be nice too, because it's vellum, you can lay it. Oh, I don't have any in front of me. Let me see. So if you wanted to match a pattern, you could lay it on top of your designer paper to see where you wanted to cut it. Well, this isn't a very good example of the DSP, but because it's clear, you can see where you're going to be cutting. Anyway, back to this. I've already got the things on there. And I'm going to put this down here. Okay, so there are my 4 cards. Now I'm going to add some pretties, some embellishments. And I'm just using the 25-27 in color flat pearls. I love these. I think they're so pretty. And they're going to stick around. They're not in the new catalog coming out in May, but they are available as an online exclusive. So, excuse me. So because of the Timid Tiger, I'm going to use a couple of Timid Tiger ones. I think it's a nice contrast to the Secret C. So there's one. And this one, let's see, I'm going to use one here. I'm just making this up as I go. go for that one. I love that black and white designer paper, and it is gorgeous. And it's really pretty because you can color it in. Okay, and the last one. I'm cheating. I'm looking at my old cards to see what I did. Oh, this one was. I'm only using the little ones this time. Just like that. So here you have your 4 cards. Super quick and easy, don't you think? And then let me show you the other ones with another sheet of the beautiful gallery. So let's see, we can, so here's this layout. And then this layout. This layout. And this layout. So there you have it. That was a very, very quick Facebook Live. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment. For some reason, the comments are not showing up on my computer, but they are kind of showing up on my phone. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the warmth, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Bye, guys.